here in front of you all as a product of a system that both restrains and nurtures individuality, the education system. Now, education plays a huge role in our lives. Today, rather than a speech on the theme of the unique, about reminding you all to be yourselves and the definition of unique, I want to talk about education and its role on uniqueness. Now, before I start, what is unique? Now, unique, by definition, is to be one of a kind. It is to stand up and be yourself and express yourself unapologetically. And it helps us gain different perspectives. It puts different values on everything that matters. And education, we go through it our entire lives. Think of it as a double-edged sword. It can pressure you into conforming and watering down your differences, your unique sides of your identity. On the other hand, it can help you improve and become a better version of yourself. Growing up in Turkey, I have experienced a very pressureful and exhausting education system, like all of you guys. We go through these exam years during the peak of our own times, the times we should focus on our identity, who we are, and how to express ourselves. It limits our social interactions to the very minimum. It exhausts us both mentally and physically. The closest example I have to this is my brother. He's 18, he's working for a university entrance exam. He's limiting his social interactions to the minimum. He's studying for roughly 17 hours a day. I sometimes don't even see him. He's cutting people off his life because he can't give them the attention that they need or deserve. And he's having to sacrifice and cut down from his own time and his own interests because he can't keep up with anything. It's making him lose interest. Like, he used to be interested in philosophy or sciences or anything, but right now, because of studying and trying to fit into this student criteria, he can't focus on anything what makes him, him. So there we can see a very obvious example of how pressuring and conforming the education system can be. Another example we have is, we all know On the Brick and the Wall by Pink Floyd, right? It's a song trilogy. It's an obvious satiric critic of the formal and traditional education. But the band later on explains in the Wall Street Journal that it's not entirely a protest against authority and a critic over education, but it's more of a way to inspire and shape some sense of individuality into whoever listens. In the lyrics it goes, we don't need no education, we don't need no control, no dark sarcasm in the classroom. In here we can see that it's this view of formal education and traditional education and how pressuring and conforming it is in universal ways. We've seen examples from our country, we've seen examples from other countries. It's a formally known issue as well. And while having all of that, me in the same system growing 2 years younger, next to all of these pushing studies, I have an opportunity to join an AP Arts and Design course, and I created my own portfolio with the freedom of choosing what I could do, what I wanted to do, and by the end of it, it had improved me technically, both artistically, and also in ways I can't probably comprehend right now. Now, seeing both very opposite ends of the education systems firsthand and experiencing them, I have realized the transformative power education has, and how much more we should focus on adjusting them, like the PISA program or AP programs or IB programs, on making them towards students and what they need in order to nurture their individuality. But how can we improve? We can start focusing and receiving feedback from how it is when we see formal education and these new, fairly new education systems and programs. And think back to the double-edged sword example. education, while it can be conforming, it can also be helpful as a person, for a student, or anyone to evolve and improve. And whichever way we sharpen it, and whichever way we work towards, it is going to be more effective and will commit to and contribute to our society. And I want to close up with a quote from Roger Waters, the songwriter of Pink Floyd, who wrote All Our Protests. I just want to encourage anyone who marches to a different drum to push back against those who try to control their minds rather than to retreat behind emotional walls. Even though we should improve our education systems in ways if there are ways, and there are, that we can't, like the system we're stuck in right now, we can start to divert our intentions and focus on ways that will help us improve as individuals way more. And there is always a way to improve ourselves in the situations that we're stuck in. Thank you.